Okay, YouTube, this looks like a ordinary Wakizashi, right? But really, what it is it's the Bujikon or X-Con Gyaku Wakizashi. See, it has the suka and it looks like an ordinary Wakizashi, but really, there's a blade underneath the suka. Now, I noticed that draw was a little rough, is because I just made it and the suka is not, broken in yet. So, the reason I'm making this video is to show you guys how to remount a Wakizashi to make it a Gyaku Wakizashi, a reverse mounted one. Alright, so what you guys do is you take the nakago and you stuff it down the saya. And you see this pin here? This pin goes into the Mikugiana. What I did was I stuffed the tang down the saya, and then I measured how far it went in, and then I put the blade on the outside of the saya, and I lined up the Mikugiana here, and I drilled through the Mikugiana into the saya. The reason I did that is because some of the Mikugiana are created at an angle. What that does is that creates friction, and they use friction to hold the blade into the suka. So I use the same angle. To do that, you just drill a hole through the Mikugiana. Don't use a bigger drill bit or you'll damage it and widen it. Just use roughly the same size. So then I hammered in the Mikugi, and there you go. The Mikugi is in the saya. It has the blade mounted in. You'll notice it's on the Yura side of the saya. The reason is this side faces you and it hides the pin, letting people know this is a Gyaku Wakizashi. Okay, so here's the blade end, and I've seen a certain video that doesn't include the seppa on the suba. I included the seppa with the suba because when the sword's closed, it looks like a complete Wakizashi. See, there's a seppa on both sides and it looks, completely ordinary. The video I saw doesn't include that, and it just shows the suba immediately giving off a sign that something's wrong with the setup there. Okay, and then to get the suba to fit on the koiguchi, what you do is you'll have to grind the ha part of the suba. Grind it down a little bit to make it a little bit wider. And once you get it down to about a quarter of an inch here, just hammer it down. Very lightly. It'll damage the ha slightly, but it'll make the suba very tight. I used Gorilla Glue to enhance the bond because I don't intend to flip this back around. This is permanent. I will not be able to maintain care of the blade inside the saya, but I will be able to maintain care of this part here. And the Gorilla Glue also kind of seals off the internal part of the saya. So yeah, this is a Gyaku Wakizashi. This one does not cost $200. What I did is I took a crappy $80 Wakizashi and I flipped it around. So yeah, now you don't have to go and pay money to have it outfitted for you. You can just buy it, and it took me about 15 minutes to flip it around. Really wasn't that long. A little bit of grinding, a little bit of hammering, one drill into the saya, and that was it. Pretty dang easy. So yeah. And then I heard that you could flip these back around to make them like the traditional build after you've refitted it. That is absolutely not true. The suka takes damage once you outfit it to have the monouchi hide inside the suka. It destroys the tight fit that usually held the nakago in the suka, so it is no longer tight and it's loose. Also, the suba, once it's been grinded down to refit the monouchi to slide through it, it no longer is tight also. So if you were to refit it, all the fittings would be loose. And it wouldn't work. And you'd have this nasty hole down here that would just look pretty ugly. So yeah, you can't use it both ways. It's either one or the other. I suppose if you wanted to refit it, you could get a new suka and a new suba, and I'm sure it'd be fine. But yeah, closed. Looks completely like a Wakizashi, but really it's a shinobi katana that has a blade underneath. So yeah, that's my video, and thank you very much.